This is a Flying Cow production.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Movie Battles, the newest project on The Flying Cow. I am your host, the Flying Cow himself, Clay Johnson. Movie Battles, in case you missed it, is where we take the very best of my friends who said yes, and we put them head to head in Disney, Pixar, animation trivia. That's right. But I'm not doing this alone. No, that's right. I have here with me the answer man himself, Alex Lavelle. How we doing today, Alex?
I am absolutely energized for this second semifinal round. I am ready to see this happen.
Absolutely. I am busting, but before we get there, I do have a few things I want to go through because I want to give credit where credit is due. The format for this game, as well as several questions, the ones that I didn't write myself, which was most of them, but the ones that I didn't, were sourced from the Movie Trivia Schmodown. So if you enjoy what we're doing here today and you would like to see more in a bigger stage and with more variety of films to choose from, you can check them out. Check out the Movie Trivia Schmodown. Go to theschmodownlive.com and let them know the cow sent you. They'll have no clue what that means, but you know, maybe they'll ask about me, get some buzz. Yeah, good stuff. All right. But one more thing. There are two ways that you can enjoy these matches. For audio listeners, you can go to the Flying Cow podcast feed. We are on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, and Spotify. Or if you prefer looking at the voices that are talking to you, then you can check out our video on YouTube. Just type in The Flying Cow or Movie Battles. Should be right there for you. Now that is all out of the right way, let us jump in, because as Alex mentioned, we are deep into this tournament. We are in our second semifinal match. We have already seen Nicki move past Jack into the finals, and she is waiting on the winner of this match. And this match is, of course, between the Fairest, Whittle VanHiel, and the Chartmaster, Hannah Keefer. Who's going to win? Who can say? I know I can't.
No, and you know what's fascinating about this matchup, Clay? You hear about good versus evil. You hear about order versus chaos. In fact, we saw both of those matches play out.
Absolutely.
But who else asks the question, who wins in a matchup between goodness and order?
No clue. No clue. Because
we're gonna find out today.
Yeah, you could say that they're both, have a just cause. Although, too much order can be a bad thing, but then too much niceness can be boring. Just saying.
Chaotic good. That's where it's at.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But I say that we should go ahead and introduce these ladies. Bring them in. What do you say?
I say that if we didn't, it would be a severe dereliction of duty on our parts.
Yeah. Especially because then the match wouldn't go anywhere. We just stop.
Right really short episode.
Absolutely.
Pretty anticlimactic.
Just a little. All right. So let's go ahead and bring in our competitors. Introducing first, representing Sunshine and Rainbows, with a record of 1 win, 0 losses, and 1 TKO to her credit. Her favorite films include The Little Mermaid, the Cars trilogy, and A Bug's Life. She is truly the fairest of them all. She is Amanda Whittle VanHiel.
Well, hello, everybody. I'm so happy to fight another battle. Hopefully, I'll add another win, so it'll be 2-0 instead of just 1-0.
Absolutely. We will have to see if that is possible. I think that your competitor might have something to say about that. So, her opponent, representing the list makers of the world, with a record of 1 win, 0 losses. Her favorite films in the genre include Beauty and the Beast, Inside Out, and a Goofy movie. She is the Chartmaster, Hannah Keefer.
All right, excited to be here. I gotta say, I'm a little nervous about going up against somebody who has a TKO on her record. So we'll have to see what I can do to pull out all the stops on this one.
Absolutely. I think whoever wins this match is going to have to pull out all the stops, every single one of them. They're all gone. No stops. All right. Well, let's go ahead and move forward into this with round number 1. Round number 1 consists of 8 questions from random categories that will be given to all competitors. Competitors will have 15 seconds to write each answer. Answers must be said aloud when revealing a response. All questions will be worth 1 point. If either competitor gets all 8 questions correct, they will have a perfect round and receive a 1-point bonus question. Competitors may request a question be repeated 3 times throughout the match, so use those wisely. Each competitor will also have a challenge. If they disagree with any ruling, they may challenge it. If their challenge is upheld, then they will keep their challenge. There is no stealing in this round. Are there any questions about this round before we move forward?
No, I'm ready to go.
I'm nervous, but I'm ready.
All right, then let's go ahead and get right into round number 1 of this Movie Battles semifinal match. And your first question comes from the realm of Pixar. In what Pixar film will you find a character known as the Manticore? This is exciting stuff here, Alex. I can't believe we got such good seats for this.
I know. We must have paid a fortune for these tickets.
Absolutely.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, pens down. Amanda, let us start with you.
Okay, I haven't actually seen it, but I think it's Onward.
Onward is correct. Very good guess.
Yay.
And Hannah, what about you?
I also haven't seen it and also said Onward.
All right, so they are tied up 1-1, moving into the second question.
That's right. For this question, we turn to the Renaissance. Most of these films come from the 1990s. You'll find the song You'll Be in My Heart by Phil Collins in what film? You a big Phil Collins fan?
You know, I was just thinking of that. Honestly, outside of the film stuff he's done for Disney, I don't know that much about him.
Me neither.
Not that big into music.
4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we'll start with Hannah this time. Hannah, what is your answer?
The answer is Tarzan.
It is indeed. Amanda, what say you?
I also say Tarzan.
Keeping it tied at 2 apiece at the end of the second question.
All right. Tied at 2. And the third question comes in the realm of the CG revolution. These are films from the 2010s. In Frozen 2, what form does the fire spirit take after being calmed by Elsa? Did you see Frozen 2, Alex?
I did in theaters. It was probably one of the last films I saw in theaters.
It was among those for me. Actually, the last one I saw in theaters was Onward.
Cats. 5,
Ooh.
4, 3, 2, 1.
All right. So let's go to Amanda. What is your response?
Salamander.
Salamander. All right. And Hannah.
I was guessing as well. I went with lizard.
I will take salamander or lizard. Yes.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember the marketing materials because I didn't see that one.
It's a really good one.
Yeah. Honestly, I liked it more than most people I've heard talk about it. So,
Me too.
Same.
Same is true of Cats, by the way.
Same.
it's
For question 4, we turn to the early classics, the films of the 30s and early 40s. In the film, what do Dumbo and Timothy see when they get drunk? Not a lot of drinking in Disney movies nowadays. is
yeah.
there?
When I was writing this question, I was like, I don't think this is a phrase I will use many times when I'm
Nope.
writing these. Getting
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hannah, what is your answer, please?
My answer is they see pink elephants on parade.
On parade.
Indeed.
Amanda,
Pink elephants.
halfway through the first round, still tied 4-4.
while you
Bonus
say-
still on
while
the
you say-
table.
Well, you say that the pink elephants aren't that common, wouldn't show up in Disney movies today. I want to remind you, Good Dinosaur had a shroom sequence.
That's true. That's
So it's not as far away as we thought it might be.
I've only seen that movie once though. So
Same.
I do too. That's all I remember about it. Being, what is going on here?
oh well, that and the Sam Elliott dinosaur.
Yeah, all I remember is the Sam Elliott dinosaur.
I think that's what most people remember from that movie. All right, moving on to question number 5. Question number 5 is the category of the decline and wilderness. These are films from the 60s through the 80s. A lot of years, not a lot of films. And your question is, in what 80s film will you find the Horned King? Both of these competitors are tied at 4. They both have the possibility of that perfect round and that bonus question. We'll have to see if either one of them can get to it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right. Amanda, we will start with you.
Okay, I'm completely guessing here. I put Black Cauldron.
It's a very good guess. That is correct. And
Yay!
Hannah?
Oh, and I also said the Black Cauldron.
All right. Also correct. Still tied. Still perfect. 5 points apiece.
Well, something tells me if any question is going to separate at least these competitors from the chance of a bonus, it might be this question. We are, of course, talking now about package films.
Oh.
Films of the 1940s. For your 6th question, which package film features Donald Duck and 2 other bird characters in an exploration of Latin American culture?
Yeah, these package films, they're difficult.
They are the real stumpers in this game. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, Hannah, we will start with you.
I'm going with Saludos Amigos.
Saludos amigos is not correct.
Dang it, is it the other name that I thought it was? Shoot.
We'll find out in a
Let's see.
moment. Amanda, what did you have?
The Three Caballeros.
The Three Caballeros is the right answer.
Shoot, I debated
means-
between those two.
Yeah, I will say he does meet one of the birds in Saludos Amigos, but it is not all three of them.
Mm.
Plus,
Wow.
the whole film kind of is the whole three. I mean, it's still shorts, so yeah. But yeah, all right.
This means Amanda is still in contention for the bonus question and has a 1-point lead.
Absolutely, absolutely. At 6-5 in her favor. So moving into the seventh question, which is the category of the dark times, films from the 2000s. In what film can you find Jennifer Tilly, Judi Dench, and Roseanne Barr playing cows?
You know, while we're on the subject of cats, which I'm bringing us back to,
I was about to
Judi
say,
Judi Dench acts her pants off in that movie.
they all just look so bad. Is the
What that film lacks in direction, it makes up for in acting hard. 5, 4,
Do we get to
3.
do a repeat on this question? I can't
Absolutely.
remember. Can
Absolutely.
I get a repeat, please? Because I know this one, but I can't think of the name of it.
All right. All right. So the question is, in what film can you find Jennifer Tilly, Judi Dench, and Roseanne Barr playing cows? Yeah, I just, that movie is so ugly. I just have a hard time looking at it. It's
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
all right. So let us start with Amanda.
Home on the Range.
And it pays off. That is correct. Hannah.
I also said Home on the Range.
All right. Sticking close behind. We are at 7-6. Moving in to the final regular question of the round.
That's right. We're going to ask now about the classics of the 1950s. In what film does a girl meet a prince once upon a dream?
I wish you could just meet people like that. Just like dream them up and say like,
In my experience, it's the only place I meet them.
Oh.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hannah, we will start with you.
Sleeping Beauty.
Sleeping Beauty, indeed. Amanda,
Sleeping Beauty.
that is correct.
and she is perfect. So she will be receiving that bonus question. And Amanda, correct me if I'm wrong. Did you receive the bonus in your first game? So that is 2 perfect rounds in a row for Amanda. Impressive. Impressive. All right. So for this bonus question, you do not have to write it down. This is for you and you alone. You can just say it when you're ready. You still have 15 seconds to respond. And the question: who voices the title character in Wreck-It Ralph?
I don't know his name, but he's the guy from, he's in Guardians of the Galaxy who says, you're not a 100% dick. I don't know his name.
All right, is that
That is
Okay.
time.
Yeah, that is time. All right, it is John C. Riley.
John C. Riley. Okay.
Mr. Cellophane himself.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
All right. So we did not get the bonus question, but she did still get that perfect round. So she still has a 1-point lead over Hannah, moving into round number 2. So let's go ahead and bring up the rules for round number 2. In round number 2, also known as the wheel round, each competitor will spin the wheel. The wheel can be respun once. Competitors each get 2 spins at the wheel if you do not like your first spin, unless, of course, you land on opponent's choice, at which point your opponent will choose your category for you. Competitors will get 4 questions from that category. Questions in this round are worth 2 points. Multiple choice is an option in this round. However, if you choose to go to multiple choice, your point value will drop to 1. Competitors will have 15 seconds to answer each question. Opponents may steal if their competitor gives an incorrect response. Repeats and challenges are still in effect for this match. And just to be up to date, I believe Amanda has used 1 challenge and Hannah still has all 3 of hers. Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right. So let us go ahead then and bring up that there wheel. All right. So Amanda, because you are in the lead, you have the option. Would you like to spin first or would you like to defer to Hannah?
I'll go ahead and spin.
All right. So this spin is yours. And it lands on directors. Would you like to keep that?
Oh gosh, I'm screwed. Okay.
Would you like to spin again?
I would love to spin again. I get to spin again?
Yeah, you get two spins. So you don't have
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah. I don't know how much better that was for you, but now you've got the package films.
Okay.
All right. I gotta say, this wheel loves package films today.
Yeah, I mean, some days you're at the top of the wheel and some days you're underneath it. And today, this is our second competitor to respin in the semifinals and land on package films.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. To be honest, though, I don't know that she would have done much better with directors. So
another tricky category.
All right. So let us go ahead and move forward. Amanda, you will receive 4 questions in the realm of package films. Let's start with question number 1. Who is the pistol-packing rooster who befriends Donald Duck in The Three Caballeros?
Is this a multiple choice thing
Yes,
yet?
it is.
I would love multiple choices.
All right, multiple choice it is. And your options are, is it A, Yaya, B, Panchito Pistoles, C, Aracuan, or D, Jose Caracoa?
I'm going to say Jose D.
That is incorrect. So, Hannah, you have the opportunity to steal. Let me just read that question for you again. The question is, who is the pistol-packing rooster who befriends Donald Duck in The Three Caballeros? Is it A, Yaya, B, Panchito Pistoles, C, Aracuan, or D, Jose Caracoa?
I'm going with B, Panchito Pistoles.
That is correct for a point. So Hannah ties it up with that steal. We're at 8-all, moving into the second question in this round. Aside from the adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad, what is the only package film to not feature Donald Duck?
Melody Time.
Melody Time is incorrect.
Oh, I should have done. Oh, crap. Sorry, bad language. Dag nabbit. I should have used multiple choices. What was I thinking?
Unfortunately, though, that moves to Hannah for the opportunity to steal. So, Hannah, the question is, aside from the adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad, what is the only package film to not feature Donald Duck?
I have no idea, so I'm going to guess the one that I guessed incorrectly yesterday, and I'm going to guess Make Mine Music. That's got to be in there somewhere.
And that is correct for a 1 point.
Nice! That's the only one I can think of besides Melody Time and Drink Up Heroes.
Clay, 1 point or 2 points?
Oh, it's 2 points. Yes, you're right.
Because I was brilliant and forgot to do.
Yes, it was no multiple choice there. Thank you for correcting me, Alex.
This is what happens when I get nervous and put on the spot. I just don't think.
It's all right. It's all right. Just remember, you do
might
have
come
that
back,
multiple
right
choice.
back around to you.
You also have your repeats.
Oh yeah, that's
All
right.
right.
I do, don't I? Okay.
All right. So moving into question number 3. Which film ends with the segment Pecos Bill?
And I would love a multiple choice.
Okay. Multiple choice it is. And your options are, is it A, Fun and Fancy Free? B, Make Mine Music? C, Melody Time? Or D, The Three Caballeros?
I'm going to say A.
A is incorrect. So,
Okay.
Hannah, you once again have the opportunity to steal. The question is, which film ends with the segment Pecos Bill? Is it A, Fun and Fancy Free? B, Make Mine Music? C, Melody Time? Or D, The Three Caballeros?
I'm going with C, Melody Time.
C is correct for a 1 point
Nice.
steal. Hannah is really taking advantage of these steals. So
That's 2 of the
moving,
wrong answers I got last time.
yeah, moving into Amanda's final question in round number 2.
Okay.
In the Wind and the Willows segment of The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad, who serves as Toad's who serves as Toad's bookkeeper?
I would like multiple choices, please.
All right. Your your options there are, is it A, Moley? C, Angus McBadger? C, Cyril Proudbottom? Or D, Mr. Winky?
A, Moley.
Molly is incorrect. So, Hannah, you get the opportunity to steal one more time. In the Wind and the Willows segment of The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad, who serves as Toad's bookkeeper? Is it A, Moley? B, Angus McBadger? C, Cyril Proudbottom? Or D, Mr. Winky?
Total shot in the dark. Let's go with B, Angus McBadger.
That is correct for another 1 point steal.
Nice. You stole them all. That's impressive.
Yeah.
I fail.
Oh,
All right. So, bringing in, we're ready now for Hannah's wheel. However, currently, Hannah is in the lead 12 to Amanda's 8. So, Amanda is hoping for some steals in this round. All right. So let's go ahead and bring up this wheel and spin it for Hannah. She has landed on mixed bag, Would you like to take that, or would you like to spin again?
Can you remind me, does mixed bag entail everything or like a specific set of categories?
Mixed bag. It does include films like a Goofy movie and the Nightmare Before Christmas films that don't really fit in any other category. It also is it's really questions that don't fit in any other category.
Okay.
For the most part.
I was hoping for a voice actors or a music one, but I'm scared I'm going to land on directors or something if I spin again. So I'm going to stick with this one.
All right. All right. So Hannah
cautious.
is going to stick with mixed bag. She is going to receive 4 questions in that category. All right.
This is, I believe, the first time we've seen mixed bag come up in play.
It is. It is. We have at least diversified our categories in these games. Maybe
even the wheel has tired of package films.
Yeah. Much to our competitors' chagrin, but we have diversified.
Well, a little behind the scenes, I don't think Clay ever expected to have to refill that category this many times with new questions about the same handful of movies.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. It just won't be on the wheel in the final.
Okay, Hannah, your first question for the mixed bag category. In a Goofy movie, what is the name of the girl Max is looking to impress?
Roxanne.
That is correct
just
for
sing through
2
the song.
points. Question number 2. In A Nightmare Before Christmas, sent to capture Santa, Lock, Shock, and Barrel mistakenly kidnap what mythical creature?
Can I get a multiple choice on that?
Option A, Cupid. B, the Easter Bunny. C, a leprechaun. D, the Tooth Fairy.
Gosh, I don't remember this. I'm gonna go with B, the Easter Bunny.
That is correct.
Hannah's a very good guesser.
Apparently today, like.
Moving on to question 3. What film bore the tagline, "A perfectly wonderful new cartoon feature"?
Don't know, but I don't like it. Could I get multiple choice?
Absolutely. A, the Aristocats. B, Oliver and Company. C, Bolt. D, the Great Mouse Detective.
I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess C, Bolt.
That is not correct. Amanda,
Mystery?
can you steal? The question again was, what film bore the tagline, "A perfectly wonderful new cartoon feature"? A, the Aristocats. B, Oliver and Company. C, Bolt. D, the Great Mouse Detective.
I'm gonna say A, Aristocats.
Cats famously purr. That is the correct answer.
Yay!
Or a 1-point steal. Brings you up to 9 to Hannah's 15.
My apologies on that read to Julie Newmar and Eartha Kitt. Question number 4. The final question of Hannah's second round. Pixar's Brave was originally announced under what title?
No idea. I'm gonna go multiple choice again.
Option A, The Bear and the Bow. B, Brave New World. C, In the Highlands. D, The Wisp in the Willows.
I'm gonna guess D, the Wisp in the Willows.
That is incorrect. Amanda, can you steal? The question again is, Pixar's Brave was originally announced under what title? A, The Bear and the Bow. B. Brave New World. C. In the Highlands. D. The Wisp in the Willows.
Can I guess A, the bear and the bow?
That is correct.
Yay!
All right. And with that steal, Amanda comes within 5. This is now 15 to 10 going into round number 3. I got to say, that was a tough round, honestly, for both competitors. So we will have to see what comes of round number 3. All right. So round number 3, the rules are competitors pick 3 numbers ranging from 1 to 20 that correspond to 3 random categories. Each competitor gets 3 questions. Questions are worth 2, 3, and 5 points respectively. Competitors have 15 seconds to answer each question. There will be no stealing or multiple choice in this round. Repeats and challenges are still in effect. Are there any questions for the rules of round number 3? All right, then let's go ahead. And Hannah, since you are currently in the lead, let's get your 3 numbers first. What would you like?
Let's go with 11 and 14 and 15.
11, 14, and 15. And my space bar doesn't work, but there we go. All right. So, Amanda, what about you?
Let's go with 1, 7, and 20.
1, 7, and 20. All right. So, like I said, Amanda is currently 5 points down. So she will need to get at the very least, either her 2 and her 3 or her 5 in order to bounce it back to Hannah. All right. And looks like we've got her questions ready. So, starting with Amanda's 2-point question, she chose number 1. The category is early classics. The question: in what film will you find a character referred to as the Blue Fairy?
Pinocchio.
Pinocchio is correct for 2 points. All right. So moving into the next question, your 3-point question. You picked number 7. That relates to the category of the package film.
Oh my gosh! Of course I did.
Sorry. All right. And your question.
Dag nabbit.
What number Disney release is Melody Time?
Six.
That is incorrect. The correct answer is 10. So we will have to move on to your 5-point question. Now, this question is very important because if you get it correct, then you will send it back to Hannah to answer her 2. However, if you miss it, then Hannah will win and move on to the final. So, your 5-point question, you chose number 20 in the category of scores and soundtracks.
Okay.
And your question: who composed the score for many Disney classics, including The Sword and the Stone, The Jungle Book, and Robin Hood?
Sherman.
Sorry?
Sherman Brothers.
And your winner, the Chartmaster, Hannah Keefer. The answer we were looking for was George Bruns. The Sherman brothers wrote songs, not scores.
Oh.
Same guess. Would have made the same
Okay.
guess.
Yeah.
Right.
I was like, she got it. And then,
Yeah.
oh.
But tough game for both of you. You guys go
Nice.
ahead and turn off your cameras, and we'll bring you back in just a second for your interviews. Man, that was, you talk about hitting some rough categories. I mean,
famously, Clay, Nero fiddles while George Bruns.
yeah, there you go. It's just some tough luck for both Amanda and Hannah. I know Hannah was basically able to steal most of Amanda's second round questions, but she ran into a wall with mixed bag too. So, tough for both of these ladies.
That's right. Any category you pick in this game can potentially throw some real sideways questions at you. It's such a broad breadth of knowledge that each category requires.
Yeah, it's true. All right. Well, let's go ahead and bring back Amanda to talk about this match. Amanda, tough match out there today.
Yeah. So, I totally last night should have been studying over this, and instead I was watching anime. So, kind of brought this on myself.
I mean, for all you know, Studio Ghibli's in here somewhere. It's
There
not.
we go. That's what we'll go with. It's a package film, right?
Mixed bag, maybe.
Like I said, you had some tough choices in round number 2. Like I said, your first category you landed on wasn't much better. I mean, directors is in there. It's a tough one. Those are both kind of sand traps, and you landed on both of them.
Yeah, and Hannah, oh my gosh, her guessing ability. I need to get her guessing ability because I do not have it.
It was like a superpower that unfortunately quit on her in the middle of her round, but she held on to it just long enough to get the edge that she needed. I gotta say though, you handled those questions well. You once again got some tough questions in round number 3 as well. You answered that too, but the 3 and the 5 just weren't there for you. I gotta say though, you played well, and I'm hoping we can get you back in here at some point.
I would be cool with that. It was fun.
Absolutely. Well, I don't know if you saw any other matches, but now that you're out of the tournament, is there anybody that you might like to see one-on-one to see if you can redeem yourself and get another win in the column?
Jack had the exact same problem I did, is getting the terrible categories. And so I feel like he and I would be kind of like neck and neck on this. So I kind of want to go up against Jack.
I mean, you guys were both semi-finalists, so it might be a perfect match.
I think we could have a Jack Amanda packaged film themed rematch.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely. Yeah. An Iron Man match of only package film questions. I think we might.
The world demands it.
All right. Well, thank you once again for being here, Amanda. We hope to see you again soon.
Thanks for having me on. This was fun.
Absolutely. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get today's winner, our second finalist, the Chartmaster herself, Hannah Keefer. Hannah, what do you think about that?
I think whatever routine I did before I came in to do this match, I need to do it again before the final, because whatever I did, just from having really lucky guesses to my competitor getting all these terrible spins, yeah. I can't even claim credit for most of that. I think that was just, I had something swirling around me there.
Yeah. So, I mean, Did you feel pretty confident after your second round? I mean, you stumbled in those last couple, but you had a 5-point lead. Did you feel confident, or did you feel like Amanda was hot on your heels?
I felt pretty confident. I was doing the math in my head, and I was like, okay, so if I bet that I can, if I can get my first 2, and that gives me that keeps me tied, even if she gets all of them. And it's like, and I don't know, I was not feeling good about the 5-point question, but I felt like there was a decent chance. But I was still nervous because you never know. It could land exactly in her wheelhouse, and it could land exactly outside of mine.
Right. Well, I mean, like we discussed, going into round number 2, she actually had a 1-point lead on you. So, you never know.
I was looking back through the answers for that first round. Of those 8 questions, I have seen 3 of those movies.
Wow.
Like all the rest were guesses or things that I was like vaguely remembering. And so that was coming in round 1 as well. Like if I had, there was a very good chance that she could have had a 6-point lead on me there.
Yeah, you really had some magic guesses in this game because you stole every single one of her package film questions.
Yeah, maybe St. Patrick must still be honoring the green shirt, I think is all I can think.
All right. Well, looking forward to your next match. You have in the finals Nicki the Nova Baldwin. What are your thoughts going into this final match?
I managed to catch just the tail end of Nicki's initial match, and she definitely looked like she knew what she was talking about. And so, just it's almost scarier going up against a competitor that I don't know that much about because I have no idea where strengths and weaknesses are likely to be. But we'll see. We'll see if my luck holds out.
Absolutely, and we are all looking forward to seeing that final. But we will let you go and prep for that match.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we have quite a finals ahead of us, Alex.
We do. I've been looking back at the numbers, and both our finalists came from behind in their semifinals matches to advance. Both in their first round matches had to fight off challenges in that third round to hold on to their wins. And both of them did a great deal of stealing in round 2 to take their leads in the first place. They're matched in very similar ways, and they're going to, I think, have an interesting time coming back from that back and forth with each other if those same patterns hold.
Yeah, it definitely promises to be quite the match, but I can tell you I am supremely looking forward to this finals between Nicki the Nova Baldwin and the Chartmaster Hannah Keefer. This is also going to be our first 5-round match, so anything can happen. Absolutely anything. I honestly expect a lot of lead trading in this match.
I think that has to happen. I think this is going to be a nail biter through and through, and that we're going to see control of the board trade off over and over again.
Absolutely. Well, once again, thank you to everyone who is watching, and you can't drop out now. You got the finals coming up. They're coming up just around the corner. So make sure that you tune in for that match, and we will see you then. See ya.
Say hello. Say hello. Everybody's been hearing you. Say hello.
Aw, hey Teddy.
Say hello.
Hey Teddy.
I'm ready to go for a walk.